Artificial intelligence is playing an increasingly important role across the manufacturing and design industries, with new technologies influencing how furniture and woodworking companies approach visualization, design development, and production planning. In this interview, Panels and Furniture Asia speaks with Aaron Boo, Managing Director of Pytha Asia, about how AI is being reintegrated into business workflows, practical ways manufacturers can adopt these technologies, and what the future of AI-driven furniture production may look like. Thank you, Aaron, for joining us today. To begin, AI has become a major topic across the manufacturing and design industries. From Pytha's perspective, how is this changing the way furniture and woodworking companies approach design and production planning?
Yeah, because I think in the past, before AI, what happens is design is always working solo in terms of if you compare design department and production department, right? But now with AI, what it allows companies to do is to merge these two departments together such that when you are designing something using AI, the production process is more seamless in this way. So we have seen, for example, on design point of view, we have seen customers use AI to get renderings very fast. In the past, to do a nice rendering, it takes 1 to 2 hours. Now you just pass the render, take a screenshot or pass the picture without the materials to the AI, and the AI puts in the props, the colors, the lighting. So we have seen that customers are using AI on the design part of view to create more marketing materials, create more samples, create more realistic renderings without needing to produce the physical product, right? So we have also seen AI helping customers from drawing to get the 3D models, and from the 3D models, the AI actually produce production ready or near to production ready designs. Hence, this bridge the gap between design to production, because in the past, there's always that gap where how do you get from design stage to production stage? So with AI, we've seen it helping companies to bridge that gap, and especially also within the production, we have seen AI helping companies to track their manufacturing process, telling them the efficiency and ultimately reducing the mistakes in the factory. Yeah, so this is how we have seen the change, and I think the change happened like a year ago when AI started becoming more and more mainstream into all the industries.
Pytha has introduced AI-powered features such as AI rendering, automated library creation, and image to 3D conversion. Could you share some practical examples of how customers are already using these tools to improve workflow efficiency or to reduce development time?
Sure. So I will share a slide. This is actually the 5 pillars of AI in Pytha that we have already implemented and our customers are already using. The 5 pillars are using AI to build their libraries in their workflow. The second one would be using AI as a business analytics tool to know what is your processes and all this. Number 3, using AI to change a 2D picture, a sketch, into a 3D image. Number 4, using AI to give you a sense of costing, whether the product you are building or manufacturing, is it profitable or not? And of course, using AI to get like competition analysis. And lastly, we are, of course, everyone is doing it, using AI for rendering. So these are the 5 main topics that I will be sharing on how Pytha has used AI in these 5 areas. So for the first area we look at is library creation. So imagine now you just have a sketch on the left from a designer. You just take a screenshot, you put it through AI, and the AI can be any AI. It's not even Pytha's AI. It can be an AI tool from Claude, OpenAI, DeepSeek, anyone. Just put it through to the AI. The AI actually programs the model on the right of Pytha. So you see on the right, this is what the AI has produced. And the AI actually creates a parametric model, means the user, you can see on the dialog box, can change the width, the depth, the height. So this is how customers are actually now using AI to help them speed up the library creation in their company. Because in the past, when they buy a software, they require like over 1 month, 2 months. Some companies even outsource the entire library of their company so that they can build the libraries onto the particular software, right? But now we have changed. By allowing AI to build the libraries, actually, we have speed up library creation from 1 month to 2 days. That's how incredible in terms of productivity that we have saved. And number two, you don't need to learn how to operate Pytha to create libraries. You just need to know how to give clear instructions to the AI. So this was one big shift that we saw, and we see already users using it and building their company's library using AI into Pytha. The second part that we have seen also, that to our surprise, is image to 3D model. For example, the bottom left sketch. This was a sketch from a company in Indonesia. They deal with US suppliers and they produce these chairs for US. So when they talk to a US designer, the designer gives a sketch on the iPad and say, there, this is what I want to build. Before AI, the company took 1 week to reproduce a sketch on AutoCAD. Now with AI and with Pytha, 5 minutes. So imagine the work has now reduced from 1 week to 5 minutes. So because the AI in Pytha, we are trained across many models, we are able to just, based on the sketch of 2 views, we are able to generate a 3D model instantly. On top, you can see a sofa, just 1 view. We are able to produce the sofa model immediately. So this is something that customers are using quite a lot, especially those who are doing chairs, dining furniture. Just with a snap of a photo, we can produce the 3D model. And this leads to my third point, rendering. So from the sketch in my previous slide to the 3D model, and then in Pytha, we make a single seater and we make another seat that is a double seater. We just stretch the model and then we put it through our AI rendering. And within a minute, we get a realistic photo that you see here. And the process of this is just a prompt. I want a photorealistic image. The frames is a timber color. The cushion is cream color. Please add a coffee table with some plants in an outdoor patio. That was the exact prompt that we gave the Pytha AI, and the AI produces this image. So you can already see the power when I mentioned in the front, where designs are now much faster. Customers are producing more prototypes, digital prototypes, not physical prototypes. And customers are able to take more designs from buyers from US, from Europe, get the 3D model in, get the technical specs in, do the rendering, and close the order. So we have seen that the transformation is already amazing, considering that we are talking about a 1 week lead time, 5 working days, shortened to 5 minutes on this. Other than that, we also are using AI to help our customers in the production part. So what I mentioned just now was a bit more design and library building. The fourth pillar, we are actually giving costing analysis for our customers. So when a customer design a cabinet in Pytha, they can send it through our AI. Our AI give the cost, which is pretty common. Everyone can get the costing of a cabinet. But what our AI does is 2 things. Our AI will analyze the cabinet and tell you Maybe if you switch to a different hardware, it will tell you how much you can save in terms of the costing. Maybe instead of using, for example, oak color, if you change to walnut, then there's a saving of this amount. So we are able to give what we call a cost impact ratio within the costing system. And also in some countries where the data are more open, our AI is able to search the web and give actually a competitor pricing. What is the market price for this item? So you will know whether you are selling it too high, too low. And on top of that, using AI, we are able to also estimate the production costs as well as the assembly costs for that particular furniture. So this is how we are using AI for the production side. We tell customers before AI, everyone is not visible on the costs. What we want to help companies to do now, especially now, margins are much tighter, right? So the only way now to improve is actually to have a deeper analysis, a deeper understanding on your costs and how you can actually improve. That brings to my last point that we're using AI. We are using AI to also help companies track projects. So here you can see a dashboard. These are projects that our customers are using in their factory. And with AI, they have a live view on every particular station, like this cabinet project, how many percent is done, what needs to be reworked. And what we are able to do is, together with the costing and the project tracking, if the customer uses the system over 3 to 6 months, we actually generate a form of analysis for the customer. And basically, we have an AI agent that knows all this data, and the customer talks to the AI agent on Telegram directly, and the customer can ask, what is the most amount of material color that my factory has used over the last 6 months? And the AI agent will be able to produce this data straight away. I mean, this data are not secret. Nowadays, if you really want to know how much material you use, you have to ask your procurement. And then when you ask your procurement will need to open an Excel sheet. But we are shortening this process because the data are all tracked and on the cloud. A management can actually get instant feedback of their factory immediately, down to even like how many cabinets did my factory process the last 3 months. And they can see a correlation especially when you use the services for a much longer time frame, as more data fits in, of course, the quality of analysis on the AI gets better. So those are mainly the 5 pillars where we are helping companies use AI to really change their business and workflow. And you can see what I was mentioning were functions, but this is where we also come in, where we actually help companies improve the workflow using the functions. Yeah, so AI is not just about the function, but actually AI is about merging the workflow and the functionality together.
Thank you, Aaron, for sharing these features. Now, many companies are interested in AI but are unsure of where to begin. What are some realistic and accessible first steps that small and medium-sized furniture manufacturers can take to integrate AI into their daily operations?
Yes, I think what you point out was really correct. Like nowadays, AI is everywhere, right? I mean, first thing first, if you think that you are using AI, for example, ChatGPT has your search engine, you are just on the very basic level of AI. So AI adoption for companies, SMEs, to me, I feel the faster you can adopt AI, it actually brings you higher on the playing field. Because from my examples that I shared, you can already see that AI is already a productivity saver. And potentially, compared to a company that has AI and someone that don't have AI, with AI, you actually can do more work with lesser people, with lesser processes. So step by step, baby step. So for example, companies first start with AI, first, I would suggest sit down with your team, ask yourself what are the repeated processes that can be substituted. So repeated process, right? Because AI and automation is very good at replacing the repeated process. So for example, some companies, they have an ordering system where they need to order hardwares, right? So they use AI from the CAD system, if I need 20 hinges, I need this amount of hardware. The AI automates that part where it checks the stock of the factory. If there's no stock, it drafts an email for the purchaser to send an email to purchase with the PO. So this is what we mean even baby step, where in the past you need the purchaser to do this, but now you are having an automated route to do this. Second, in Singapore, some of the customers, interior designers, when they do houses, they always have feedback. There's a defect, right? And the normal way is to use WhatsApp to communicate. But what happens when you have 30 projects running? You can't do all. So we have seen Singapore customers using AI, WhatsApp agents, to actually get the first round of defects coming in and getting the agents, the AI, to rank on level of importance in terms of escalation. Then as a management, you can see, very important, I answer that first. So these are some of the baby steps which the implementation is not difficult. So again, one of the best thing you can do is try it out, because at the end of the day, if you don't try, you never know whether and how AI can help you. And believe me, when you take the first step, your mind will be open and you will say, actually, I can use AI for this, and that. And then that's where your AI transformation journey begins.
And as AI tools become more advanced, how do you see the relationship between human creativity and automation evolving in furniture design and manufacturing? Are there areas where human expertise will remain especially important?
So, at the end of the day, there's always the debate, right? Whether AI replaces jobs, right? But for me personally, I believe that AI will not replace a job, but a person that uses AI will replace that job, right? At the end of the day, you can already see that if two persons are vying for the same job, if person A knows how to use AI to his advantage, technically he will get the job, right? Because he's more productive. So I believe that AI should be eventually something that everyone uses. Like in the past, before emails, it was fax machine. And in the past, before, everyone thinks that once email come out, right, a lot of jobs will be replaced, right? But what we have seen is that once that technology comes in, everybody embraces and everyone uses email now. And that becomes the mainstream communication. So I would say AI will become a tool for all of us to use to improve our productivity. But there are some things that AI cannot replace. Yes, AI can do certain designs, like I showed you, 2D image to 3D design. But let me tell you, the AI do not know how are the panels connected. The AI do not know that the chair leg to the chair handle needs a mortise and tenon joint. It does not know, right? And that is where the expertise of the company and the institutional knowledge of the company comes in, where they know how exactly to get that joinery, to get that production process that needs to happen. So I would say that jobs that or functions that need high touch point creativity, especially in the designer's part, more experience, real world experience in what we call the carpentry side, those are things that AI can never replace, because those are more, I would say, a more hard or human intelligence part of things. So at the end of the day, we can always say whether AI will replace humans, but I think first that we all need to do is first ask yourself, yes, if your job is repetitive and there is no intelligence needed or human heart or human touch point needed, then yes, there's a risk that that function will change, right? But if your job requires a very high service point, human touch, then definitely AI will never be able to replace that aspect of the job.
Lastly, what do you see as the next major developments in CAD/CAM software and AI integration, and how is Pytha preparing for this future?
So in Pytha, we actually look ahead. So I mean, you'll be surprised if I tell you that 6 years ago, we have already made the roadmap in our software. Like in my first example, where we have already made a roadmap and the functions for the last 6 years already, that AI could potentially control the system. So that's why now, 3 months ago, when agentic AI come out, where it means that AI can code and AI can start to program things on your own PC, then we saw immediately my case point 1 comes out, where people are able to use the AI to control Pytha and build things in Pytha. So for us, we are always looking forward. Now what we really want to do within Pytha is really to help our customers use AI seamlessly with our software. And of course, not do things for marketing gimmicks, but more for giving real life usage to customers. Because at the end of the day, what we really want to do is we want to improve the productivity of our customer. Because only when they improve the productivity, they grow bigger, they invest more in software, right? So there's always a hand-in-hand or partnership that we grow with our customers. So it's very hard to predict how AI will become in the future, to be very honest. But yes, AI could replace eventually some of the simple cabinet softwares in the market, right? But of course, for Pytha, we're always improving. We are always trying to create more flexibility in our system that customers can design very funny and weird furnitures using our software, because we know that part AI cannot replace, right? But if everyone is using my software to draw boxes, which is kitchen cabinets, sooner or later a AI model can replace that function. So of course, we are always hearing out and hearing from customers and seeing what are the new advances in AI. So that is something that is exciting, and we for your information also, like even the 2D to 3D image that I showed just now, the costing was all developed in the short 6 months, because that's where actually AI started to grow much bigger. And as AI gets more powerful, that our aim is to grow together with the AI models, so that we are always relevant.
Thank you, Aaron, for sharing your insights on the growing role of AI in furniture manufacturing and how companies can apply these technologies to improve efficiency and business workflows.
I think my only closing remark is, do not be afraid of AI. I would encourage everyone to use it, even if you are even thinking, how maybe you take even more baby steps, use it on your personal level, right? So there are many things that you can use AI on a personal level that you can explore, and then that will be the baby step to enter the world of AI.
As AI capabilities continue to advance, their influence on furniture manufacturing is expected to extend beyond design support into areas such as faster development processes and smarter production planning. Pytha Asia is supporting this shift through its AI-driven solutions, helping companies streamline workflows and adapt to the industry's ongoing digital transformation. Thank you for watching.